In 2007, Nintendo developed and published Super Mario Galaxy for the Wii console. According to information now known, Nintendo had been working on the concept of Super Mario Galaxy in some way since Super Mario 64 released 11 years previously in 1996 for the Nintendo 64. As the reactions to the game were so monumental that in 2019, multiple video game websites ranked Super Mario Galaxy as one of the most important Mario-related games created after the year of 2000. Introduced within Super Mario Galaxy was the character of Rosalina, and eventually Rosalina would become a standard character within Mario games and video game lore, with related information. However, only mentioned briefly was Rosalina's family, and the only member of her family to be technically depicted was that of her mother. The circumstances for Rosalina at the time was somewhat needed within the Mario universe due to the cast of characters already in existence at the time. Princess Toadstool as the heir of the Mushroom Kingdom. Princess Daisy was later brought in as a potential love interest for Luigi to balance out the relationship that Princess Toadstool has with Mario. But technically, enough space existed within the Mario universe to expand upon, so another character would naturally come in to fill this empty void. Due to the plot and story of Super Mario Galaxy, Rosalina gave off the impression of being somewhat familiar to existing characters, to give an easy transition into Mario lore and the Mario dynamic of character interpersonal relationships. This was very important due to Nintendo putting so much emphasis on the fact that most characters within the quote-unquote Mario universe are heavily interconnected. Common sense had it that due to the visual appearance, there might be some connection due to the similarities between Princess Toadstool and Rosalina. Unconfirmed claims had it that Nintendo originally planned for Rosalina to be somehow related to Peach, as perhaps related to the Toadstool royal family, but the idea was never confirmed nor expanded upon. Due to the lack of official clarification from Nintendo on the exact details of Rosalina's family, gamers and critics naturally began to speculate about who Rosalina really was, or originally intended to be. Depicted only within Chapter 4 of Rosalina's storybook, during which a younger Rosalina had a dream which gave a glimpse of her mother, but the features of her mother are disorientating and intentionally elusive. Others have mentioned that the theoretical connections to Princess Toadstool, and that Rosalina's mother is in fact the princess. Rosalina is the heir of the Mushroom Kingdom, that Mario is her father. The only information mentioned at all was within her storybook. Details from the storybook often had it that she spent time with her mother and father, even her own brother. Rosalina later remembered that those good times didn't last forever, as they would often meet at a hill with a large tree and gaze upon a castle, and felt saddened by the fact that her mother was dead, and she was later placed there after her death. Due to the dynamics of Super Mario Galaxy, Rosalina visited home every few hundred years, as due to the time fluctuation she could be visibly a young woman in terms of appearance, but be realistically hundreds of years old in terms of calculations, but no real difference in terms of physical or emotional chronological age to Mario or the others. Due to the ending of Super Mario Galaxy, Nintendo decided to have all of the Mario games combined and are now within the same timeline to simplify the Mario universe, as all games created and released after Super Mario Galaxy abide by these rules. Theories have emerged that due to the game and all of the alternate versions of these characters, Rosalina's family could still exist or has yet to exist. If indeed mentioned that Rosalina would visit her family every few hundred years, it's estimated that the timeline resets have already occurred a few times. It could have been that Super Mario Galaxy and the results of the resets within the Mario universe had it that Rosalina's family could be gone, but she could simply go back in time to visit them, or when they were alive, or traverse to an alternate timeline where they still exist for whatever reason. Besides the theories of the games, the only constant fact that once again Rosalina's family visually looked similar to Princess Toadstool and Mario, but anything more than that was changed, abandoned, or will never be clarified or explained the way that it was originally intended to be. But as a character, Nintendo positioned Rosalina with not needing to conclusively interpret the facts that were implied that Princess Toadstool and Mario were the parents. Sometimes a character could be forgotten because they were originally referring to someone else. Nothing more than that.